once upon a time, you ladies all found yourselves on a ship. After helping a fellow wild magic sorcerer, Elsa, you have found yourself back on a ship with Jack Sparrow and are headed to the next adventure. You know, at some point you need to go back to Davy Jones to retrieve a few items. But when you are on deck, you get a ping on one of your magic mirrors from Jasmine.
Hey!
I got it. Hey, fellow rogue, what's happening? Jealous you're not here.
Hello. I know. Why didn't I get the invite?
You're always invited. You were just out on the carpet at the time.
Okay, well, I'll allow that for now. The reason why I wanted to talk to you is that I found this flyer announcing a festival.
The godmother gifted you one of these flyers and then sent you through a portrait into a kingdom that you've never been to before. The flyer's colorful, very beautifully decorated, announcing a harvest festival here in this kingdom, promising a good time for all. And at the bottom of the announcement, it says, "Try your luck at the Royal House of Wonders. Navigate the mysterious halls and earn your place at the Queen's own table."
I want to be at the Queen's table.
No, there'll never be.
Jasmine, I think we should go.
There's no way for me to become a queen at this point.
I think so too. I mean, if Godmother sent it, she'd be okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to draw cards. Tell me when to stop.
Who?
Me, Lindsay.
Stop.
I have drawn the world. You stop for a moment. This is actually very well timed. Good job. And seeing that flyer and the name of the kingdom and the style of the art, you have this sudden knowledge of the kingdom you're about to explore.
Okay.
It used to be incredibly prosperous, but a blight has been on that land for as long as you can remember. Crops are mean and withered. Rivers are sluggish. Even the people have grown colder, selfish and unkind. Despite those difficult conditions, the royal family has done their best to uplift their citizens. The prince especially has done his best, telling stories to village children and the planning of community celebrations, like the Harvest Festival. Though the harvest has been lean, the gates of the palace will open and the queen is ready to share whatever stores that she has with her subjects. Everyone is invited to the palace grounds, where there will be games and food stalls and all sorts of other things available to them, but only a few will be invited inside the palace itself. No one has really ventured into the palace in recent memory, although for some reason you have an innate sense of the exact floor plan of that palace. You know the map of that building inside and out. And you just, like a bolt of knowledge from the ethereal plane, you just know that now.
Cool. Okay, I like this deck. This deck is nice.
Shall we?
I guess we shall. And he just goes over to make sail.
Leia, speaking of remembering most things, do you remember the time you were evil?
It's a little fuzzy, to be honest. It's a little fuzzy. Yeah, it is.
Cindy's just gonna stroll off.
Amazing.
Oh, look, there's your friend. I'll be below. I'll have some rum.
Can I see her from here?
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna, as soon as the gangway's down, I'm just gonna run full speed and hug her so hard with no attempt to slow myself.
As you charge into Jasmine, Cindy, and you give her a big hug, you find yourself knocked back into a dragonborn behind you that was walking by, and the dragonborn looks over at you. It's vaguely familiar for some reason, and says, "Hey, watch out, you knocked my baby. Its name is Newt." Oh wait, no it's not. Its name is Tiny. I ruined the pun. Hang on. His name is Tiny. You know why?
Why?
Because he's my Newt. and then walked away. I hate you all so much.
Wow, thank you, D-Man, for that gift.
So you want to get off the ship? Or...
I would love to get off the ship.
Yeah. You see that on that flyer, there's a list on the back of it of the different stalls and vendors that you might be able to find on the grounds of the festival. And there are sweet stalls and flower stalls, and there's a tea stall, and there's definitely a stall where that would offer different clothing and accessories and things of that kind. As you walk, you start to hear just the general liveliness of a crowd, and it's fairly crowded. Everyone is excited to get to these open gates. You can see that these flowers, they're blooming, but they look a little tired and brittle. The grass you've noticed around you, it's a little bit dry and brown. But the people are still, like, the energy of the people is becoming to be very, like, lively and infectious. As you walk in through the gates, Rapunzel, you zero in immediately on a stall that looks very colorful. All it says is vestments on one side of it, and you can see that there's already like a kind of like a dressmaker's dummy displayed with some kind of very ornate ball gown, like corsets hanging. It looks very well stocked.
I want like a holographic pair of pants instead of the skirt I'm wearing, because I want them to kind of like be really reflective, like holographic, like my jacket.
You find the shiniest pants you have ever seen, and they fit you perfectly.
It's been a
guys,
while.
look at these! Look at these!
Those are amazing.
It's been a while since I've been to a celebration. I'm looking for a dress on like an indoor celebration level.
Okay.
Something that's like kind of natural looking. Just, we're vibing. But I rolled a 3.
So you find some natural looking fabric you think might be the vibe you're going for, but the shopkeeper stops you for a second and is like, sorry, that is a burlap sack that was left over from, you know, the bakery stall next to us. Are you sure this is what you're looking for?
I'll just stick with this.
It's up to you. I feel bad. Here. And then she just like pulls, I got these from the flower seller down the way, and you just want to, here, if you're looking to spiff up a little bit. And she just like tucks this really, really pretty white and with almost like gold around the edges, very like many petaled rose, and tucks it into one of your buns.
I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna pull the flower out of her hair and inspect it and be like, we do not accept flowers from strangers.
So you, inspecting that flower, you can tell it's not from this kingdom, just because it's of how lively and beautiful it is. It's very, very fresh. So there's like a little bit of magical nature to that, because it's been clearly imported from somewhere and kept fresh. But other than that, it doesn't look malicious. It's very beautiful. Ooh. Smells good.
So I'm in princess athleisure wear right now. and I just want to kind of, I just want something kind of nice for a nice night out. Doesn't have to be super fancy. We're not going to a ball. It's a festival. But I would like something with a very like poofed out skirt, preferably with pockets.
So you find something, and it's in your signature color, which is always a nice plus. It looks very, very good with your skin tone. And it's got that really, really nice corset that you think will fit nicely over, and it'll be a good place to stash any knives or anything just in case you need them. And then you've got that nice big billowy ball gown type skirt. You don't even need a hoop skirt underneath it. It just seems to have that kind of volume on its own. The reason why is because there are so many pockets sewn into the lining of this skirt that it gives it the bulk it needs to give you little like a bell shape without needing.
Does the corset, is it like a tie? Does it tie? Like,
do you want it to tie?
Yeah, because I'm thinking if the food's good, I'm going to need to let it go a little bit.
Sure. Yeah,
we're getting at that table.
And I am looking for fabulous shoes only. I've moved on from heels today. I want only good boots for sneaking that also look really pretty.
So you look through, and there are two pairs of boots that you think might work for you. There's one that are very matte black, lacing up to just under the knee. They look like very soft, almost buttery leather. There's another pair that's a little bit shorter, more like mid-calf, and there is the slightest shimmery hint of silver. Maybe there's almost a pattern of dragon scale to them.
The shimmery ones.
Hand over the shimmery ones to you.
Can I find a pair of pants that has a pocket of holding?
What do you want them to look like?
I want them to be the prettiest shade of pink with little flowers.
They absolutely look like that, and they fit you perfectly. And Rapunzel, you know that the festival has to offer sweet stalls and food stalls, a tea stall, there's a beautiful flower stall, and then you know that there is some kind of, from the flyer, a Royal House of Wonders.
Oh yeah! Do we want to figure out what that House of Wonders thing is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Down for either.
But there's also tea.
That's true. Pit stop?
Where's tea?
Like,
Tea on the way?
Real quick.
Just a little tea on the way.
Tea on the way.
Afternoon, loves, what can I do for you? Would you like a spot of tea?
Tea!
Oh, I'd be happy to. And she looks over and there's a little boy next door and he's like, okay, mama. And he like runs over and starts pouring tea. And she's like, any particular kind? Love.
Lady Grey.
There you are.
Never been happier.
I would like an iced, freezing, frozen tea.
All right, frozen tea. Not my specialty, but I can rustle something up for you.
Specialty.
Oh no, I'm doing it without knowing anymore. Would you mind, love, just giving me an idea? Like, I can do the regular tea part, but you might need to be the person that makes it cold. At least frozen. I can get
Got it. I can handle it.
All right, there you are. Then I'll leave the frozen part up to you.
I would love a black tea with mint and a little bit of sugar.
Certainly. All right, son, you heard that. Black tea with sugar, yes, mama.
Jasmine, how did you not ask for Jasmine? Not to be a jerk.
You know, I thought it was just like a little bit on the nose. Plus, you know, a girl likes her Arabic tea with mint in it.
And the next guest?
Nothing for me.
You do. You want tea.
I want tea?
Yeah, I'll carry it for you.
Surprise me.
Oh, I'll do that for sure. I've got lovely rose blend for you. It's very nice floral, very sweet, delicate. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, this is a harvest festival, absolutely. And the House of Wonders is the way you can win a prize and get inside the palace itself. The Queen's gonna have a bit of a ball later, and in order to gain entry into it, you gotta make your way through the House of Wonders.
Is it like a carnival?
So I don't know. I haven't been inside, so I don't know. But if you ask Chester over there, Chester should be able to help you. So you walk up, and you just see it looks like just a very small, like person, like single person size, almost like a telephone booth, if we knew what those were, size tent. And there's a man who is very, very luxuriously dressed. Are you interested in the Royal House of Wonders?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to go inside, I suppose that's up to you. And he just kind of like draws one back very slowly and smiles like a really big, wide, white smile.
Can I cast Detect Magic on the guy to see if he's under some sort of a spell, or is he just a normal human?
You absolutely sense he is a very magical being. He's under some kind of transmutation magic right now.
I'm gonna like lean into Cindy. I'm just gonna be like, you know, the voice and the unrelenting smile. I feel like we heard something about someone like this before, right? What's the girl with the bangs? She's not one of mine. She's one of yours.
You're one of ours.
It's new. It's a new thing. The blonde with the bangs and the headband.
It's Alice.
Sweet little
Stop
thing.
being weird.
Yes.
You live with her.
Feels like one of her stories. Just saying.
Have a good time. And he just kind of drops the curtain behind you as you walk inside. So once you guys are all inside, there's this moment of darkness, and you're like, it's a little weird that all of us fit in this teeny tiny tent. Looks like maybe it should only have fit one person. And then there's just a little bit of this pinkish purple light starts to just kind of like glow up and start to reflect around you.
Hey, speaking of the deck of cards, let's just have a random princess get one according to Grumpy Steen.
Yeah, okay, here we go. The Judgment card. You feel a strange sensation come over you. And so do you, Leia. Suddenly, Cindy, you're looking at the back of Elsa. You turn around. And you see yourself.
What?
And Leia, you are staring into your own eyes.
If I knew what Freaky Friday was right now.
Are you guys okay? What are you doing?
I'm just gonna reach out and like face touch, like,
Bat her hands away. Stop. No.
I'm gonna pull out the lightsaber.
No. You do not know how to handle it. The force is not. The force is something that you have to train, to hone, to understand.
Are you guys? Did you?
Yes, we did the.
Oh.
You know, your stress coming out of my mouth sounds totally different.
And that little like pinkish blue pinkish purple light starts to grow more a little bit brighter, and it's reflecting off of all of these mirrors. You realize you're in a bit of a hall of mirrors, and in one of the mirrors you see like an orb starting to kind of take shape into a very feline, possibly familiar looking form, as another big wide white smile appears and just says, "Curiouser and curiouser."
Okay.
I'm ripping the flower out of Leia's hair and stomping on it.
Oh,
Oh, come on, Cindy.
Why?
I trust nothing.
What?
We already checked it. I take out Gus.
No!
What?
You wouldn't!
Just holding him.
Oh, God.
Are you looking to continue?
Yes.
Yes.
This door is locked. You'll need a key.
Key. But where do we find a key?
Key? I have a key. Do you have a key? You need a key. I have a key.
I will give you a key to a robotic being if you give us the key to that locked door we need to go through.
Ooh, that's a good game. I have a better game. Who would like to play 2 truths and a lie?
1 second, and I just kind of turn around for like a football huddle. Like,
All right.
guys. So I would like to take out a rope and just be like, just everybody hang on to this, and that way we can follow each other and make sure that we're going in the right direction and not seeing our reflection in something else and heading towards another way. And I pop my head up over the thing. Yeah. What? I'm ready to play your game.
You can play. Anyone can play 2 truths and a lie. I will tell you 2 truths and a lie. And you must know which one is which. Then you tell me 2 truths and a lie, and I will find out which one is which. I will go first. I am not what I seem. The royal family is a secret within a secret. This house is more than it seems.
Cindy, while we are like this, I'm just gonna.
Looking at this creature, but you don't get from him that he is hiding something else, as though he, is kind of an open book.
I vote that he would lie about himself. That seems to be his personality, and we know he seems tricky and shapeshifty. I think he's exactly what he seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that first one then. And I'll pop my head out of the huddle.
Ooh.
I think we're ready.
And which is the untruth?
That you are more than what you appear.
I suppose I am an open book.
So we got it?
You did. and he like opens his mouth and pulls it out, and there's like a little tiny silvery key. Oh, your turn.
Oh,
Can we huddle back up?
one moment.
Okay, so I have a really good idea for the lie.
Okay.
What?
So because Leia and I are in different bodies, I could say I'm from a galaxy far, far away, but I'm really not.
You could just say that you have a home planet.
Well, everyone has a home planet.
Why would you?
I don't.
Okay.
You could literally walk up and say your name is Leia, and that would be a lie.
Oh my god, we should just all do our names.
Yeah.
My name is Jasmine.
My name is Leia.
My name is Rapunzel.
Elsa.
Oh, bonus.
A bonus.
This is confusing. The cat actually pushes his whole face through the glass and just kind of is like leaning on the air. Just looks at you. Each in turn. I'm going to say, you, cold one, you are the liar.
Incorrect.
Oh. You win. And then he just like drops the key and it hovers in front of you and then just and like disappears back into the mirror.
Grab the key.
All right, turn the key.
Mm-hmm.
And it opens up into just darkness. It looks as though there's like, it's just dark. It's just totally impenetrably dark. You'll have to walk in to see what's inside.
I think
All right, so hair lights up, lightsaber lights up, dancing lights lights up. It becomes very, very well lit in this room. It's all like reflecting off of the mirrors behind you. So you walk into this new room, and it is a very wide kind of stone floor. As you walk in, torches kind of light on the wall. And in the center of the room, as you're holding onto this rope, is a very familiar figure. It is a creature. It's a creature that's familiar. You don't think it's the same one that you've met before. It's very, very large and heavy and stout, with a very, very large, wide head that almost looks shark-like. It's almost as though it's made of stone. Looks very similar to your friend Susie. But the main difference between this one and Susie is that there appears to be some kind of leather or cloth contraption, looks like a saddle, on the back of this bullet. The creature looks at you. And then it kind of like lowers onto its haunches so that it looks as though you can get up onto the saddle.
I very timidly do that.
As soon as you sit on top of the saddle, it like straightens all of its legs very, very quick. So as you start to pet it, and then all those muscles tense, and then it leaps into the air, bucking and going back down, and it jumps into the air like you saw Susie do before, as it just smashed all of those Mind Flayer troops. The whole ground shakes and trembles around you, princesses, and you have trouble staying on the floor. Stops for a second, looks back up at you.
Hey, pal. Let's not do that anymore, or at least for a while. Okay?
Suddenly you feel like something collapsing underneath you, and the bullet just poofs, and you fall, saddle and all, just thump onto the ground. And hooked around the horn of the saddle is a key, and directly ahead of you is a door.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Might as well keep going.
Stepping in through this doorway, you feel that stone floor again, but about 5 feet or so ahead of you, it drops off very suddenly. There's a scattering of stone pillars, ropes hanging from ceilings, handholds on walls sticking out. There is a path through, you think, but it'll have to be done very, very carefully. Reaching back to Cindy, Leia, feel that spark and that strangeness that you felt before. And Cindy, your soul that was kind of struggling to find its way back with that extra oomph from Leia is able to and you find yourselves back in your own bodies again.
Oh,
Yes!
Yeah.
okay, let's do the. I pull out the knife again and come on.
That's good.
I'm suddenly feeling very ready to start climbing, if everyone's okay with
Yeah,
that.
please. I'm very into that.
I would like to conjure up a big freaking glowing hand. You guys see it sort of come up out of nowhere like this. And it looks really weird. And Elsa's sort of like laughing at it. And it goes toward like whatever rope is like closest to us and sort of like just wraps its fingers around it like crystally slowly and all the magic is around it. And then it just starts like tugging on it.
So as that slow hand grip starts to happen, you see that it is fine for a moment, but about 5 seconds or so, after 5 seconds or so, the whole rope kind of like and glows with this magical power that looks dangerous.
If Elsa wants to go, I can cast Spider Climb on her and she can give it a whirl.
Elsa takes off her coat because it's like too much. Then she walks over. Or am I naked? What the hell?
You're
She
fine.
goes over. So I sort of make my way around it, go up the wall, and is it really far up? Yeah.
No, it's not. It's probably 30 feet or so up.
Okay. You guys, so far so good. They see me, right? They can see me in the darkness?
They can still see you.
Okay.
Your pants
make
look
my-
amazing.
Hey, you guys. So on the wall, there's a huge lever. Should I cast Mage Hand to pull it? Because I'm afraid to touch it.
Sure.
Okay, so
Sure.
I cast Mage Hand. And the
Maybe we can
hand
get a
comes up
reroll.
again.
And as it pulls down, you hear chuk chuk, and all of the pieces, the ropes and the like blocks sticking out of the wall and the columns rising from the floor, they all kind of start to like grind and move and switch around and come together like puzzle pieces to form a bridge across the rest of the castle.
This is why I don't wear stilettos, even though I'm wearing ball gowns.
All right.
And I'll pull up the poofy part of my skirt just so I have a better. I don't trip over myself.
Can I
I'll-
help? Okay, just following behind.
Oh no, go ahead. If you want to help,
I'll
fine,
grab
cool.
I'll grab like the
I'll
train in the
take that.
back.
End of the bridge is a door, and looking back behind you, tied around the lever, is a key.
Okay, I'll put the key in the door.
All right, door opens. Once again, that blackness, that darkness in the threshold.
We don't see any more monsters with harnesses on to ride anywhere. I mean, I don't understand why this is supposed to be fun. Elsa's sad. There's no one.
Oh, it's okay. I'll pat on the back.
I'm all dressed up. I thought I was going to be at the Queen's table.
Wait,
I'm
you-
climbing walls.
You will be.
At the
Oh,
end
you
of
did
it, we
it.
just have to get through the house first.
Yeah, you did a great job.
I'll let it
I like
go.
that
I'll
idea.
just let it go.
Here we go. Deep breaths.
Walking through that door, you feel that darkness pass over you, and you once again are in a fairly large, maybe 60 feet across stone chamber, circular still again. Those torches up around you. In the center of the circular stone room is a large, elaborate, carved stone sarcophagus, maybe?
I'll touch it.
Okay.
So a just percussive like force of this dark energy kind of just blows through you, but you think you feel fine, but the lid of the sarcophagus is cracked open. Coffin?
Whatever is coming out is getting eldritch blasted.
Absolutely. So what you see a skeletal armored hand pushing that lid up, and a very heavily armored form rises to its feet holding a blackened, heavy greatsword and two eyes burning out of its skeletal face, locked on you.
Leia, I wish I was still in your body. Pew pew.
And that is where we will leave it for this evening.
No.
Oh my god!